A very good evening to everyone. I, Dr. Farhat Parveen, third year PG from NMCH Patna. Today I am going to present an unusual case of orbital cysticercosis. I have no financial interest. To discuss my case, a 32-year female came to our OPD with chief complaint of pain, redness, left eye, swelling and bulging around left eye since 15 to 20 days. My patient was asymptomatic 15 to 20 days ago. Then she developed pain, redness, swelling, and bulging around left eye, which was sudden in onset, gradual progression, and unilateral. Patient was using topical antibiotic and antihistaminic and oral antibiotic prescribed elsewhere. There was no history of damnation of vision, no history of insect bite, ocular trauma, or foreign body, no history of any aggravating or relieving factor. There was no any significant past medical and surgical history. There was no history of spectacle use or any ocular procedure. On general examination, patient was conscious, cooperative, and well oriented to time, place, and person. Her pulse rate was 68 per minute and BP was 120/70 mm of Hg. Systemic examination were within normal limit. On ocular examination, her visual acuity were 6 by 6 in both eye. Extraocular movement in right eye was free, full, and painless, whereas in left eye there is restriction in adduction and abduction. There was mild diffuse upper eyelid edema, tenderness, local rise of temperature, and axial proptosis in left eye, rest within normal limit. In this image, we can show left eye restricted eye movement in adduction and abduction. On anterior segment examination, there was mild congestion and chemosis of conjunctiva of left eye, rest within normal limit. IOP of right eye was 15 mm of Hg and left eye was 18 mm of Hg. Sac were patent in both eye. Fundus were within normal limit in both eye. Differential diagnosis could be thyroid-related orbitopathy, orbital pseudotumor, parasitic infection of orbit. We had done routine and radiological imaging. On routine investigation, CBC within normal limit, absolute eosinophil count 300 cells per microliter, ESR raise, RBS 96 mg per dl, LFT, KFT, thyroid function test within normal limit. Stool examination didn't show any ova or cyst. ELISA for anti-cysticercal antibody, patient not willing. On radiological examination, B scan of left eye revealed well-defined anechoic lesion noted in medial rectus muscle with an echogenic focus within, most likely scolex. We had advised CECT brain and orbit, which show bulky left medial rectus muscle containing small cystic lesion with surrounding edematous changes, possibility of myocysticercosis. CECT brain didn't reveal anything significant. Diagnosis was cysticercosis of left eye medial rectus muscle. We had given oral albendazole 15 mg per kg body weight in divided dose BD for 4 weeks and tap prednisolone 1 mg per kg body weight OD, which was tapered over 4 weeks to counter the inflammatory response of local tissue. After 1 week post-treatment, patient returned with massive chemosis with periorbital swelling of left eye and severe restriction in ocular movement due to toxin released by dying cyst. Inflammation incited by dead parasite was taken care by topical steroid. On follow-up, patient improved gradually. There was marked improvement of clinical sign on this therapy. To conclude, this was the pre-treatment photograph and this was the post-treatment photograph at 1 month follow-up showing resolution of inflammation and extraocular motility were full and free in all gazes in both eye. We had done contrast enhanced MRI after 2 months of post-treatment, which show no cystic lesion and marked reduction in inflammatory response of surrounding tissue. Coming to my discussion part, cysticercosis is an infestation caused by Cysticercus cellulose, the larval form of pork tapeworm Taenia solium. Consumption of undercooked pork and use of contaminated food or water can cause this infection. Cysticercosis is endemic to regions with poor sanitation. Orbital cysticercosis has varied presentation like acquired strabismus, diplopia, recurrent redness, proptosis, ptosis, restricted ocular motility. Different ocular form are eyelid cyst, subconjunctival cyst, cyst in anterior chamber, intravitreal cyst, and subretinal cyst. To conclude, ocular cysticercosis can have varied clinical presentation, which is non-specific and better diagnosed with thorough imaging. Serology and stool analysis are also useful for diagnosis. Judicious use of oral steroid and antiparasitic agent help in remission of cyst and is the mainstay of treatment. Important to be aware of clinical presentation to ophthalmic parasite for proper diagnosis and management to prevent sight-threatening and life-threatening complication. Thank you so much.